catch by Jay Nathaniel. Touchdown, Hurricanes!
Shooter taking a shot deep. Open target! And her third from left to right. Sets off. Oh.
Down!
Watch him. He's going to set up. He's going to go for the... It fell from the sky into Aaron Ike's hand.
Welcome to Syracuse, New York, named after the classical Greek city on the eastern coast of Sicily. Tonight, we are in JMA Wireless Dome as the Syracuse Orange host the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. Hello, everyone. My name is Tony Papel, and I am joined in the broadcast booth by the tremendous Colton Powell. Colton, this is a big ACC showdown. Notre Dame is looking for their first win of the season. What are the keys to this one?
Hey, the key's got to find a way to get the offense rolling. You've struggled all season long, and Syracuse, you just got to find a way to continue their elite rushing attack.
Well, we will see the Syracuse offense on the football field first as Bo Bailey gets a decent return. Perfect weather in the Wireless Dome here tonight, so that won't be an issue at all as J.K. Matthews comes out and throws a screen on the first play of the game. The blocking doesn't develop, and he loses 3.
Yeah, the screenplay trying to get it going early, catching the defense off guard on the very first play. Matthews at least gets the completion, but it goes backwards.
Yeah, that is not what you want to see. Great athletic play there by Tyler Williams, hurdling the blocker who tried to get that cut block and then making the play in the backfield. Sets up 2nd and 13. Behind the chains, not where you want to be on your first drive of the game. Creedon comes in motion. They'll throw. Matthews looking downfield, has his man in stride, and that's caught by Houston Bailey.
And Bailey, nice route coming right off the line on the corner route. Absolutely beats the linebacker off the edge. What a throw, what a catch.
You know, Colton, because Syracuse plays in the Dome, I'd love to see them maybe go on like a barnstorming tour across the country, play a game in the Kibbe Dome in Moscow, Idaho. That would be something.
That would be something.
Well, we might have to talk to the higher-ups about that one. Love to see the Kibbe Dome get involved, as that is an excellent run from William Avery. Following the blocks, he gets 6.
O-line doing a great job making a hold for their starting halfback, William Avery, who's been on fire this season.
2nd and 4 across midfield for the Orange. They will be in the pistol. 2 tight ends and a man in motion. They will run the triple option. Looking keeper for Matthews here as he goes up through the hole for 9.
And Matthews has been also on fire on the ground. He has 7 rushing touchdowns on the season, which is tied for the league lead coming into this game.
1st and 10 here for Syracuse. Notre Dame, as we have said, or as you said, Colton, has to try and find a way to get off the field, get points on the board. But another option play here for Matthews, and he is not fooled. Norman Albert gets this tackle for loss.
And that would be his 5th tackle for loss on the season. Absolutely read the read option from the very start. The offensive weapon on the side couldn't quite hold the block.
We might be in for a shootout here tonight. Notre Dame has the 2nd worst defense in the CFSL. Syracuse, the 5th worst defense. So expect a lot of points as that is complete to his receiver, Creed, and the tight end for 5.
And Tom Creedon getting involved, the tight end. Hasn't had too much targets, so being involved in a run-heavy offense. But with the way they've been playing so far, we should see a lot more throwing.
As AMK in chat points out, it is D-Day today, so thank you to all of those who had family who served. Incomplete on that 3rd down, sets up 4th and very long, and they will be forced to kick a field goal. It's perfect weather. That's a 50-yarder. You might as well try it, Colton.
And you might as well try it, I guess, hoping to pin them deep in their own territory, which they're just going to kick it out of the back for a touchback. It's not the way the Syracuse wanted their offense to start.
No, it's not, but exactly what Notre Dame needed to do. They've played some competitive games, just haven't been able to get the right breaks falling their way. Great stand on or by the defense, and so Andre Belov will lead the Fighting Irish onto the football field. He will hand it off up the middle to Braxton McFadden, who cannot make a man miss, and that's going to be going backwards with the penalty.
And it's going to be the dreaded old clipping call.
Yeah, you hate to see that. So instead of maybe 2nd and 8 or so, it will be 1st and 18. So certainly less than ideal here. for the Irish, but you don't need all of it. You've got 3 plays. Pick up 6 here, Colton.
And you just need to get you really don't even need to get half. It's still first down. You still got some downs to work with.
Well, they will roll out to the right, looking down the field, floats it down the field. That was very dangerous, but Bennett comes down with it.
And Bennett in contact, able to haul that one in, get safely to the turf, and pick up a nice gain of 10.
Jaden Tamucci was lurking there, had bad intentions. Instead, he secures the tackle. So play action here. Belov looking down the field, throws it on a strike to his tight end. Tom Brown is going to pick up 22.
I believe he came across on a little bit of a post route. Kind of weaving out of what he was originally supposed to be running, and breaks a few tackles and gets a nice gain.
Yeah, that is a very funky route to defend, because if you're a corner, you're seeing your target, your man, going towards the sideline, and then a quick change of direction across the field. Good time blocking by the offensive line. Let that play develop. Here, a great individual effort by McFadden, to shrug that tackler. He gets 5.
Braxton McFadden is having a monster season so far on the grounds, despite not winning a game yet.
It is 2nd and 5 here for the Fighting Irish. Quick pass here. The blocking isn't great. Griffin picks up 1.
And Griffin trying to get something going on the bubble screen. Not, like you said, not great blocking on that side. It'll be 3rd and 3. It's still very manageable.
Crucial 3rd down early here for the Irish. They go empty. Belov looking down the field. Man in his face. He's going to go down for the sack.
And what great pressure from Wojtek Panzer, getting his first sack tonight, and forces the Notre Dame Fighting Irish to have to punt the football.
Great play by Wojtek, just fights through that block. I don't know if that one's really on the offensive lineman there. He held that block for about 3 seconds, which is pretty decent for a walk-on lineman. So that's just a coverage sack right there, and Belov unable to get rid of it. Instead, it is a big play for the Syracuse defense, and their offense will come back onto the football field. They had some success, Colton, but were maybe a yard too far to try the field goal.
Yeah, even with inside the dome, didn't trust their kicker enough. Kickers have had a rough week here in the league.
That is true. Has been pretty tough. So it will be 1st and 10 from about the 22-yard line here for Matthews. He will throw again and throws to his receiver on the comeback route. That's Avery out of the backfield. He gets a 1st down.
And get it coming out of the backfield. The defense kind of wasn't looking that way, and allows Avery to get wide open out of the flat and pick up the 1st.
From the pistol, Matthews will hand it off to Avery up the middle. He gets swallowed up, fights forward for 2.
Has been getting a lot of the workload this season, 52 carries. And that is by far more than both the quarterback J.K. Matthews and the backup Olin Norris.
2nd and 8, blitz comes. It is picked up, just throws it to his receiver. That's Tom Creedon who loses a yard.
Yeah, not a great throw to the flat. That was picked up quickly by the defense, and Jackson Chambers and company were all over that one.
Great play right there by the defense to bring him down for a loss of 1. D. Clay was the player who got the tackle. It sets up 3rd and 9. The Fighting Irish have to make sure they can try and get off the football field if they don't want to go down too much too quick. Syracuse rolling, passing off the back foot, way down the field, and that is just an inaccurate throw.
An inaccurate throw. He had a receiver in the area that probably could have tried to make a play, but when you throw off your back foot, more likely than not, it's not going to end up in good things.
No, it certainly is not. Had a lot of velocity on that throw as well. Good distance, so great arm strength zone there by Matthews, just off target with the man in his face. So Notre Dame will get the football back here with the chance to take the lead.
A chance to try and get the offense rolling. They're in great field position to try and make a strike for the end zone.
From the pistol, handoff to McFadden. Wide open hole to run through. He's going to get a 1st down.
And maybe try to rely on this rushing attack for the Fighting Irish. It seems to be working so far.
Excellent play by the offensive line as well to make that wide open hole for McFadden to run through. Sets up 1st and 10, 3 receivers to the top of the screen. They will throw. over the middle. It is caught on the slant route. Zach Bennett gets another first down.
And Zach Bennett hasn't had too much success on the night. He has 16 carries, but is a little under on the yardage side.
Double tight end formation here, bringing a man in motion from right to the left. They will hand it off to McFadden. He is swallowed up.
And the defensive line was all over that run, filled in the holes pretty quickly. And over on Twitch, a 30-yard touchdown pass to Thanatos Shockley as Michigan State would go up 7-0 over UNC, 4:07 left to go in the first.
Play action here. Belov looking down the field, fires a strike to a wide open receiver. He cannot break the tackle, and Jameer Holmes gets 34.
And Jameer Holmes had one man to beat, got tripped up on the corner route, and had a chance to get in the end zone. Got to give credit to the defense, stopping the touchdown on the end. But you got to give credit also to Andre Belov, putting that in stride for the receiver.
Yeah, great throw. We saw last night, Colton, that sometimes wide open receivers can be so difficult to hit because you're afraid you're going to miss them. Andre Christmas was the defender who got the tackle. 1st and 10, handoff to McFadden. He's going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, credit to the defense yet again. Brendan Shimmy coming up with a TFL in the backfield. And McFadden 4 rushes, 16 yards so far.
2nd and goal. 3 receivers to the top, 1 to the bottom. They will throw. Bella, man in his face, and he's just going to throw that one away.
And nice throwaway, his first incompletion on the night. And over on Twitch, a 75-yard touchdown run for Kevin Price as UNC ties it up 7 apiece, 3:46 left to go in the first.
3rd and goal from inside the 10. Belov scrambling, and he's going to go down for the sack. LaMichael Black is in his face.
And Michael Black getting in on the sack train, the 2nd sack of the night for the Syracuse Orange defensive line. And there it is all over Andre Belov in the backfield.
Nice play defensively by Syracuse. Bend, don't break defense. Notre Dame likely going to come away with a field goal here. Going to trot out the walk-on field goal kicker. We will see if he can convert on this, about a 31-yarder.
It is right over the middle, too.
Yeah, it should be pretty up and easy, and it is. He sends it through the uprights. Notre Dame with a 3-0 lead here early at the Syracuse JMA Wireless Dome. So great play right there to get points on the board, but the defense is even better to hold them to only 3.
I was just about to mention that. You got to give credit to the Syracuse Orange defense playing bend, don't break on the back end. But you also got to give credit to the Fighting Irish offense for able to even get down there in the field and at least get points out of it.
Colton, I mentioned at the beginning of this game that it might be an offensive shootout, but we have seen the defenses really elevate their play here tonight. They have done excellent. Passing here is Matthews on 1st down. Tons of time. Throws it deep down the near sideline and over the head of his receiver.
And not able to find his receiver in stride. A great defense from the safeties on the back end, making sure that one couldn't be completed.
Offset pistol look here with 2 tight ends. Funky formation. They're going to throw out of it. Wow, and they almost get intercepted. Sasha Belov was in the area, had his hands on it.
Yeah, Sasha Belov trying to come up with his 2nd interception on the season. And instead will get the deflection and making a nice play on the ball.
Matthews puts a little bit more air under that one. His receiver was past the defense. Instead, it was 2 on a rope. Barely gets rid of that one, does Matthews, but the defense closes so quickly. Avery cannot pick up any more yards, and Notre Dame will get off the field once again.
And Notre Dame saw that screenplay from the very start, it felt like, able to make drive to the ball very quickly and stop Avery in his tracks.
Excellent job right there by the Notre Dame defense. Again, Colton, the defenses are playing very tough. Jet Griffin with a good return to get them around midfield.
And Jet Griffin getting them, has been giving them a lot of great field position throughout this first quarter, making Andre Belov's job very easy.
1st and 10 for Andre Belov from the pistol once again. He will throw here on 1st down, throws it over the middle. It is caught on the post route by the big tight end, Tom Brown.
And a post route wide open, great route running on from the tight end, getting over the middle and firing it from Andre Belov. What a throw.
Brown has that is near about 20 receptions on the season, so not the most prolific tight end, but he has always been such a reliable weapon for the Notre Dame Fighting Irish throughout the season. It is 1st and 10. Handing it off, rolling out to the left. Beloff sets his feet, throws it on the comeback route. It's caught way down the field by Jet Griffin.
And those comeback routes are very hard to stop. The defense looked like they were in a little bit of a mixed man-to-man zone coverage. The linebacker kind of floated down that way, and the safety just wasn't able to stay up with him.
Joshua McGinnis was in coverage, Joshua McGinnis, excuse me, was in coverage. Just could not read the route. Excellent job putting the foot in the ground by Griffin, getting the separation. 1st and 10 for Beloff. Inside the red zone once again. They hand it off. McFadden has one man to beat. He's going to be pushed out of bounds at the 3.
And the left side of that line absolutely helped McFadden to the very extent, giving a wide open lane, setting the edge, and getting inside the 5.
1st and goal for Notre Dame. They will pass here. Beloff on the slant route. It is dropped in the end zone. That was on the back hip. Would have been a difficult catch, but you got to have it.
Hey, if it hits your hands, you got to catch it. It's this fundamental football that we've all been taught at a young age.
2nd and goal. I formation here. They will hand it off to McFadden. He follows his fullback, and he gets into the end zone for a Notre Dame touchdown.
And great blocking up front, kind of setting the inside, opening a hole up through the left. McFadden read that perfectly, and they're going to go up 10-0 over 14th ranked Syracuse.
This is an ideal start for Notre Dame at this point. Got a lot of momentum on their side. Their defense has been playing great, and they take the 10-0 lead still in the first quarter here. Last night, Colton, we obviously called the Oregon-Illinois game. They put up 28 in the first quarter, so doesn't look like we're going to see that kind of production here tonight.
Not with the way these defenses are playing, but great return from Bo Bailey, getting almost to the 45.
Excellent return is right, but the defense was right there to make sure he couldn't break all the tackles needed for the kick return touchdown. Instead, only averaging 3 yards of play is this Syracuse offense. They have got to get in a bit of a rhythm here. They're struggling early. Matthews in the 1st and 10 will hand it off to Avery, tries to get to the edge, bounces off some tacklers, he gets 6.
And great from the defense, able to set that edge, make sure and force Avery back inside. But the offensive line able to still hold their blocks, and that allows Avery to get 6.
Playing a little bit of pinball there. 2nd and 4. They will throw. Corner blitz comes. They go that way. It's jumped the route. D. Clay almost had it.
And D. Clay read that perfectly. Almost had an interception. Not able to bring that one in.
0 for 3 on 3rd downs is not how you want to start a football game. Matthews will throw once again. Looking down the field, down the middle. It is caught wide open as Baker in stride.
And Baker, one of the top targets for J.K. Matthews this season when they do decide to throw it, kind of a slight cut inside on a skinny post, and the defense was not ready for it.
No, they weren't. Split the 2 high safeties. Great route concept right there against the defense. This will be the last play of the first quarter. They will hand it off up the middle, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Great defensive stand.
And great defensive stand, great tackle.
And that leads us to the end of the first quarter. 10-0 is your score. You were watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports right here on YouTube. And welcome back. Love to see the twos going up in chat. Tony Papel and Colton Powell bringing you tonight's action. They will throw here again over the middle. That is just a misfire.
And miscommunication, misfire from Matthews to his receiver. And great play from the defense, at least being in the area.
3rd and 9 from the shotgun. They'll throw once again. And throw deep down the field, has a step, it is caught. Josiah Baker gets Syracuse on the board.
And the deep threat was wide open down the field, floats it over his head. Great pass from Matthews and great catch from Baker, keeping his feet in bounds on the edge of the end zone.
just ran right past the defense there. Tyler Williams in coverage. I believe Jodeci Billups was in coverage as well. Just couldn't quite keep up with the quick Baker. Got past them for the touchdown. And Colton, it's back to a one-possession game here.
At one possession game, Syracuse finally found some success on offense after having a rough start throughout that first quarter. And one of the first plays of the second, they get in the end zone.
I do love in chat 7-Eleven always open. I remember calling the last Syracuse game, and that stuck with me. That is so clever. Let the Baker cook is also very clever as well. I like that a lot. 1st and 10 here for Notre Dame. They've scored on their last 2 possessions. Andre Belov from the pistol calls an audible, sees something he likes, brings Brown in motion. They will throw. It is caught over the middle by Jameer Holmes.
Jameer Holmes is in tight coverage from the linebacker. I believe that was Jackson Bando. Oh, excuse me, wrong team sheet.
2nd and 10 here, and they will hand it off up the middle. Makes a nice read to go through that hole. He's fighting for more yards. McFadden gets the first down.
The left side of the offensive line has been cooking all night long throughout that first quarter, and is making Braxton McFadden's job easy.
3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. They bring Brown in motion once again. They will throw here on 1st and 10 on an in route. It is caught by the receiver Griffin for 8 yards.
And nice route from Griffin, able to get open, and a nice pass from Belov, finding his man in open space in between the coverage.
Xavier Miller was in coverage, brings him down short of the line to gain, sets up 2nd and 2. They will roll out to the left here, squares the shoulders, throws in stride for a big reception, and that, I believe, is Tom Brown. No, excuse me, that is Dalton Sky, his first catch of the night.
At first catch of the night from Dalton Sky, getting every receiver open, and he's having a decent season. 9 catches, 143 yards, getting his 10th catch on the night.
Well, congratulations to the freshman for that. 1st and 10 here from the 25-yard line. A man in motion, Kyrie Jackson, and they will roll out to the right this time. Has tons of time, throws over the middle. It is caught in stride by Jet Griffin for a first down.
And Belov throwing that one in a tight space yet again. The defense just being a step too slow, trying to cover the receiver and cover ground. And over on Twitch, a 3-yard touchdown run by Jet Sims as Michigan State takes a 17-7 lead over UNC. 7 minutes left to go in the second.
1st and goal. They will hand it off to Cody James, who fights forward for 5, gets down at about the 3.
And Cody James only has 18 carries on the season, making a nice cut up the middle, getting right around the 4-yard line.
Shotgun formation, halfback just off the left hip of Belov. He will throw. Looks to the end zone, and he comes back across the goal line. Bennett gets 3, but it'll be that could have been a touchdown if he didn't come back to it.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a mistake on Belov's part, kind of just throwing it behind him, or a mistake on the receiver's part, but you got to get your feet in and get the touchdown.
Monster formation, and Braxton McFadden follows the blocks into the end zone for the Notre Dame touchdown.
And what a touchdown going up the middle. I believe that's the 2nd of the game for the halfback. What a game he is having.
It is the 2nd of the night for McFadden. Great job right there, following the blocks of his fullback all night. And the walk-on kicker sends the PAT through the upright, 17-7. Similar score on Twitch as we are here on YouTube, Colton.
That's actually the same exact score over on Twitch and YouTube, with the underdogs technically having the lead.
Yeah, they are. It was a pick in here tonight. Another excellent return from Olin Norris this time. Bo Bailey is normally the spark plug, but Norris says, I'm not getting too many carries. I haven't gotten any carries so far. Let me make sure my special teams debut tonight is excellent. And Syracuse has been thriving on special teams so far.
They have, and Owen Norris, just like in the Oregon game last night, saying, what about my stats?
That is exactly what he says. He made the most of that carry there. Oh my goodness, flying through the hole to get the tackle for loss is Sasha Belov.
Sasha Belov coming from the safety position. It looked like they were in a sort of a set where he was playing in outside the linebacker position and just makes a huge play in the backfield.
2nd and 13 here. They will hand it off once again, and he is going to be chased down from behind. Avery only able to get 5.
And gets 5 yards, not quite half. 6 rushes, 17 on the night, and the Syracuse Orange are 2 for 5 on 3rd down. This would be their 6th attempt.
They started 0 for 3, so more success lately. They will screen pass here. That was sniffed out immediately. Not fooled is Jackson Bando there making a great play.
And Jackson Bando coming up with a great play, sniffing out the screen from the very beginning and not allowing the halfback to find any type of room, and go force yet another punt on 4th down.
I apologize for that. I saw the wrong number. That was number 98, Archer Fox, making a great play in the backfield. And Syracuse has been struggling lately, but this Notre Dame defense has done an excellent job so far tonight.
And this is the best defense they have played all season long. A great game plan so far from the coaching staff and higher ups of the Fighting Irish.
Well, I said at the beginning that Notre Dame is the 2nd worst defense in terms of yards per game. They are really stifling the Syracuse offense. A rollout throws across the formation, diving catch by Zach Bennett.
What a throw, what a catch to the number 55 on the defense. Coming up, Aaron D'Artez was trying to get the sack on Belov in the backfield, and what a throw and catch from Zach Bennett.
That was unbelievable body control there by Bennett. Turned to the right and then whipped it back, diving to the left for the reception. 1st and 10 here. Belov, keeper on the read option, trying to follow some blocks. He's only going to get 4.
Yeah, 4 yards, still positive. Hasn't had much on the ground here tonight on 3 carries, but he gets in positive spot on 2nd down.
2nd and 6 here for the Fighting Irish. Audible called by Belov. He will roll out to the left, man in his face again, forced to just get rid of it quickly. Kyrie Jackson gets back to the line of scrimmage.
And at least it was not a TFL behind the line. A great throw from Belov, and over on Twitch, a 5-yard touchdown pass to Broderick Enge as UNC closes the lead, 17-14, 4:20 left to go in the 1st half.
Wide open strike down the field to Jameer Holmes, sets them up at about the 32.
And 3 receptions, 61 yards, being a top target for Belov here tonight through the 1st half. Just beats the press coverage and gets right underneath the safety, and Belov throws it on the money.
Excellent throw there. Contavon Wall was right there in coverage, but as you said, the route was too good. 1st and 10 for Notre Dame. They will throw here on the wide receiver screen. It doesn't develop. Bennett gets 1.
And Bennett, surprised he's able to hold on that. He got smacked at the end of that play by number 24. And Tyler Drake laying his 1st tackle of the season.
Wow, 1st tackle of the season. That looked like a veteran play right there. Great job in coverage by the freshman. 1st tackle of his career, so congratulations. Another audible called. Belov will hand this one off. It bounced to the outside, and breaking a tackle is McFadden for 6.
McFadden trying to make up for the lost yards on the first 2 plays, makes it 3rd and very short, right around the 25.
3rd and 3 here for the Fighting Irish. They bring Jackson in motion, and they will throw across the middle on the slant route. It is caught by Joel Peck.
And Joel Peck, I believe that's a walk-on, getting his 1st reception on the night, making a nice play on his very first catch.
Well, Colton, it is Walk on Thursday here on YouTube. We love to see that. This is thrown over the shoulder. It's caught by Jet Griffin for the touchdown.
What a throw from Bella. That was floated up there over the shoulder. The defense was not able to keep up and try and make a play on the football. And Notre Dame's going to take a 24-7 lead, 3:28 left to go in the 1st half.
How did the hand, Colton? I thought that was just a throwaway. Instead, an excellent throw by Bella, beating the double coverage, fitting it right into the window there for the touchdown to Griffin. And Notre Dame with a pretty sizable lead here at 24-7.
And a very sizable lead, trying to pull off a win over ranked Syracuse. And they're doing very well on defense. Now, with 3:23 left to go in the 1st half, Syracuse offense got to find something.
Read option keeper here for Matthews. Gets to the outside before he gets met, only gets 4.
And 4 yards positive, just like I stated on the last drive from Notre Dame. If you're getting 4 yards every carry or every play, you're going to make this a very competitive ball game.
2nd and 6 for Matthews. He will throw here. Blitz comes. It's across the middle and caught for a first down by Turnell Scott.
And Turnell Scott in coverage from Jacobia Watson, not able to force that ball free in tight coverage, and allows them to pick up the first down.
1st and 10. They will hand it off up the middle and bounce to the outside by Avery. Only gets 1.
Avery trying to get out to the edge and use his elite speed with a lot of green grass in front of him, and Draco Jones able to snatch the ankles and an RKO out of nowhere.
3 receivers to the top, a tight end to the bottom. They will hand it off once again. Coming to the bottom of the screen, not fooled, is the Notre Dame defense.
And once again, not able to get anything. Jacobia Watson, or that might have been Sasha Belov, actually able to come up with a huge play.
Yeah, that was Belov. He has done a fantastic job anchoring the defense, especially in the flats tonight. 3rd and long here for the Syracuse Orange. They will throw for it. Happy Feet throws it deep down the far sideline, one-on-one, deflected away by D. Clay.
D. Clay is getting tested early tonight. 3 deflections through the first half. Had a couple of chances to get interceptions, and the one-on-one coverage, able to make a play and force a punt.
Excellent defense again by Notre Dame. They have really stepped up tonight, and Jet Griffin picks up 8 on the return. Notre Dame will get the football back, or first to start the second half as well, Colton. So if you take a lot of time off the clock here, this could be a 2-for-1 opportunity.
Definitely, but the way they've been kind of mixing up the run in the pass, they can run to where there's like 30 seconds left on the clock and allow Syracuse to not have time.
Well, they're going to throw immediately here across the middle on an in route. It is dropped by his receiver.
And a crucial drop. It stops the clock, saves a timeout, but it's not where you want to have on first down.
2nd and 10 for the Fighting Irish. They will roll out again to the right, throws it to the right, and caught by the receiver on the sideline. Breaking a tackle is Zach Bennett.
Zach Bennett having himself a night here tonight. 6 receptions, 61 yards, and Belov is over the 250 mark on 19 completions.
Wide open down the football field is the receiver Bennett. He is having a nice night tonight so far. 1st and 10 across midfield for Notre Dame. They come out in a 2-by-2 set from the shotgun. Belov will snap the football, and quick pass on the slant route. It is caught for the first down by Bennett again.
And Bennett looked like he was calling for a face mask penalty to be thrown, and the rest were just not having it.
20 of 23 tonight. Excellent performance so far for Belov from the empty formation. He will throw again to an out route, caught by his receiver for another first down. The walk-on has his 2nd catch of the night.
Hey, able to carry a defender past the first down marker, and he's having an impressive showing here tonight in a crucial game.
I need to get him a scholarship after this. Bennett is a senior, so he will be graduating. He could fill that spot. Slant route over the middle, dropped by the receiver, Dalton Scott.
And I got to give credit to the defense, was in there in tight coverage and kind of making a play on the ball and forced the receiver to drop it.
2nd and 10. Belov from the shotgun once again. He will throw and throw it quickly to the top of the screen, caught by Scott. He gets some redemption there for 7.
And getting redemption, making a nice play, nice concentration, keeping his feet in bound. And Belov is on pace to have 300 in the first half.
3rd and 3 for Notre Dame. They're throwing again. A little bit of Happy Feet, steps up in the pocket, has his receiver fighting for a first down for the tight end, Tom Brown.
What a play from Belov, stepping up in the pocket. Looked like he was about to be past the line of scrimmage. Throws that one on a dart to his man in the end zone. Touchdown.
Tom Brown's first career touchdown reception, so congratulations to him. The ball just gets its nose across the goal line for a touchdown. So Notre Dame scores once again before the end of the half here. They have a 24-point lead here tonight at Syracuse. The home fans probably are not very happy so far.
Yeah, I bet people in the sportsbook not happy either. This was considered a pick'em game, so any person that bet on Syracuse has got to be feeling nervous.
Yeah, we were told before the game that it was about 54%, I believe, picked Syracuse, so a slight, very slight favorite to enter this ball game. 1st and 10, J.K. Matthews must lead a touchdown drive here. They find the check down Baker for 6.
And check down to Baker, and they will call their first timeout.
Notre Dame gets the football back to start the second half. 2nd and 4 here. Audible called by Matthews. He's scanning the field, throws it on the slant route, caught for a first down, and a lot more by Houston Bagley.
And they're not going to call a timeout. It's just going to reach across the middle of the field, get some open room, makes a play in between coverage, and they'll force the clock to stop while they set up the chains.
We got a production note here. It was a Pick'em and Sportsbook, but I believe just a couple more people picked Syracuse. But in terms of wagers, about 100,000 more bet on Notre Dame to win this game. They're doing excellent so far tonight. Scott gets 7 more there.
And Syracuse will call their second timeout and slowly driving the ball down the field.
2nd and 3. 3 receivers to the top. Another audible. They will pass again. Man in his face, throws it wide open on the sideline, and he leads him a step too far.
And maybe you got to give credit to the safeties, kind of forcing the receiver to kind of go closer towards the sideline. Matthews has got to put that on the money.
3rd and 3, screen pass incoming. They have their man. Avery tries to get the first down, and he will, but it's only 4 yards, and the clock continues to run.
I don't really like the play call running it. You don't have a lot of time and you only have 1 timeout.
They're going to throw again. Down the field, it's caught on the comeback route. Not a first down. 7-11 always open, Josiah Baker.
Yeah, 7-11. I love that reference, but the clock is still ticking.
They will throw again here. Blitz gets picked up in the flat. It's caught for a first down by Creedon.
And gotta give credit to the defense. Jaden Cartwright keeping the receiver in bounds.
A false start from the offensive line. That is not what you want to see if you are Syracuse, but it does stop the clock, Colton. So honestly, maybe not that bad.
And it gives you a tad bit more room in terms of throwing space. You're right outside the edge of field goal territory, but you also conserve a timeout.
20 seconds left. They'll throw on 1st and 15. And that is just the throwaway there.
And a great throwaway, tight coverage all the way across the field from the Fighting Irish. And it'll be 16 seconds right around the 32.
2nd and 15. You need maybe 5 yards to make the field goal comfortable. They will throw on the out route, caught by Trenell Scott for 15.
And it was thrown on a wire, kind of just going across, running a corner route, getting it over the shoulder, tapping his toes, and get the first down.
That is good on Sundays. Both feet in bounds. 12 seconds left, stops the clock. 1st and 10 with the timeout. You've got 2, maybe 3 plays here. Matthews will throw the football again. Looking near side of the field. It's caught. That could be a pick 6 the other way. Jumping the route perfectly. The quarterback to beat. He might catch him, and he will bring him down. But excellent defense there by Jaden Cartwright. His first interception of his career.
What a play. Jaden Cartwright jumps the route to perfection, has just one man to beat. It's the fast quarterback of Matthews, not able to get free, had a chance to put points on the board for the defense, and it's going to go us into the second half.
Yeah, because it was so close to the end of the half, it used all the clock there, so they cannot capitalize on it, but an excellent play to hold them to 0 points by the Notre Dame defense. They have done excellent so far tonight, Colton. It has been a crazy first half of action.
It's been crazy from both sides. A lot of defense early parts of this game, but the Notre Dame Fighting Irish finding ways of making running room for Braxton McFadden. Deep passes from Matthews, kind of straying away from the original game plan through the earlier parts of this season, not really relying on the run game too much. but you were down a decent bit here going into the third quarter. You got to make some changes and try and catch this defense off guard when we enter this third quarter.
Excellent play so far by Notre Dame on both sides of the football. Time of possession, rush yards, way more passing yards here tonight. And that interception for Syracuse took 3 points off the board, 3 points at least off the board. So excellent performance from Notre Dame all night. Syracuse had some success on that last series, though, Colton. It's just one mistake on that pass cost them dearly.
It cost them points trying to decrease this lead that Notre Dame has over Syracuse. But Notre Dame will get the ball as we enter the second half. Maybe try and change some things just a tad, but you've had great success all night long.
Yeah, you absolutely have. We will see if Syracuse is able to make some adjustments at the half. Maybe get a stop here early on defense, then get a touchdown on the board, flip the momentum entirely. But Notre Dame, with a sizable lead here, gets their first possession of the second half, starting at about the 28.
And Jet Griffin with a nice return, turning on the Jets, getting a nice gain on special teams. And he's had a great night tonight, and a great play from Beloff, over 300 yards passing through the first half, and he has had no turnovers.
Very balanced offensive performance so far tonight from Notre Dame. 2 rushing touchdowns from McFadden, a receiving touchdown from Jet Griffin and Tom Brown. So they have done excellent to balance it out. They will throw here early to the tight end Brown. He's going to fight for a first down.
And gets a friendly spot as well. Looked like he stopped just short, but they'll give him 11.
I thought that was going to be a Tony 10, Colton. Instead, 11 did surprise me. First and 10 for Notre Dame. They bring their tight end in motion, and they will read option keeper for Beloff. Tries to get to the edge, follows his blockers. He's going to get 9.
And Beloff, nice read, keeping it on the read option, getting in some nice wiggle room and getting 9.
Second and 1. 2 receivers and a tight end to the bottom, 1 to the top. Beloff will use another read option here, gets the first down and a few more.
And protects himself on the tackle as well, kind of diving his shoulder, lowering his hips, and trying to get lower to the ground so he can not get hurt.
And Tavon Wallace gets another tackle. First and 10, handoff this time to McFadden. Follows the blockers, he gets 4.
McFadden having an impressive night. 10 rushes, 51 yards, over 5 per carry, and 2 touchdowns to go along with it.
Second and 6. 3 receivers to the top of the screen this time. They will throw. Beloff, man in his face off the back foot. Nothing good happens here, but luckily that one falls down harmlessly to the turf.
And great pressure from the defensive line of the Orange, forcing Beloff to try to just make a play, and it was lucky that one wasn't intercepted.
Third and 6. They will throw once again. Beloff to his receiver across the formation. That is dropped and could have been a pick 6.
And that could have been picked off, but also could have been a first down if you would have caught it and quickly turned upfield.
Yeah, that is the stop that Syracuse needed. Notre Dame about 5 yards out of field goal range, and the punt will sail through the back of the end zone. So if you're Syracuse, that is the start you needed. You have to get a touchdown here.
Hey, you have to get a touchdown. You got to look at what you talked about in the locker room and try and mix things up against this dreaded defensive attack of Notre Dame.
First and 10 for Matthews. He's going to throw on first down and finds his man in the flat. Excellent defense there to bring him down.
Excellent defense indeed from Notre Dame. Jacobia Watson, the corner, has been all over the field.
Second and 9, 3 receivers to the top of the screen, 1 to the bottom. Matthews will pass once again. Goes to his halfback out of the backfield, cuts upfield and gets flattened. He loses a yard.
And instead of the receivers ordering out, it's the defense making some pancakes in the backfield, allowing Avery to not get anything out of the flat, and what a hit.
Jackson Bando, the senior, making an excellent play on the edge. It sets up 3rd and 10 here. Tight bunch trips to the top of the screen. They'll throw again. Matthews scans, throws it down the field. It is caught in stride for a huge gain here, and he's still rumbling something. Oh my goodness, what a tackle though.
What a tackle from Sasha Belov, absolutely laying out the receiver and pushed him out of bounds. But give credit to Matthews, over the shoulder pass and trying to break a few tackles. It is number 82, Houston Bagley. He might be going to the medical tent after that hit.
Yeah, that was an unbelievable hit by Belov, not playing around there. Just completely flattened him. I don't think we'll see Bagley maybe for the rest of the game. 1st and 10, they'll throw it again. And they throw it deep down the near sideline, one-on-one, and it's caught by Bagley. Oh my goodness, what a catch.
And Bagley over the shoulder throw, back corner of the end zone. Looks like he is great after the hit on the last play with a huge gain, and he makes up for it to get them back in this game.
Jaden Cartwright had the interception earlier, was in coverage there, just looked like he didn't get his head turned around in time. They will go for 2 here to try and make it a 16-point game. Matthews is going to throw for it. Over the middle, it is caught in stride on the slant by Bo Bailey. 16 points is 2 possessions, Colton, so they're still right in it.
And they're still right in it. I don't necessarily agree trying to chase points with still plenty of time left, but since you got the 2 point, I'm not mad.
Right. You kind of get you get away with it if you convert. If you don't, you're asking a lot of questions. Watson with an okay return sets up Notre Dame, and this is the dream start for Syracuse here. Got the defensive stand, didn't give up any points, and then you get the touchdown here. If they can get another stop, it gets really interesting.
And it makes it an interesting game with a lot of the changes that Syracuse has made coming into the second half. Belov still having a fantastic night through the air, is using a lot of his receivers, getting them all involved.
Belov from the pistol will lead them down the field again. Hits his man in the flat. That is just only able to get 3.
And Zach Bennett, 8 reception on the night, 77 yards, finding him in the flat, like you stated, getting some yards at least.
Double tight end here, 2nd and 7, handoff to McFadden. Hits the hole, but then kind of gets some happy feet. He's still fighting and now loses a yard.
He should have stayed down. Wojtek Panther coming up with the tackle for loss, as not the play McFadden was hoping for, trying to just make something out of nothing. And over on Twitch, 40-yard touchdown run by Jet Sims as Michigan State takes the lead 24-20 over UNC, 5:50 left to go in the 3rd.
Excellent game over there on Twitch. Here, Syracuse trying to mount an impressive comeback. 3rd and 8. Belov will throw. He will be sacked instead for a big loss, Colton. Syracuse fully has the momentum.
And all the momentum in Syracuse's favor. Aaron McLaughlin gets his first sack tonight, first on the season, as Belov trying to make a play and great coverage downfield. We'll call that a coverage sack.
Yeah, definitely a coverage sack. Great play there by the linebacker on the blitz to bring him down. Syracuse is going to have great field position to start this drive as well. So Colton, a touchdown, you get the 2-point conversion. Let's say they get it. It's only an 8-point game. So, oh my goodness, this could flip in a hurry.
And great, you gotta give credit to the coaching staff of the Orange. They made a lot of changes for heading into this 3rd quarter. Notre Dame has got to figure out a way to get back on track like they were in the first half.
Notre Dame had an excellent first half defensively. They give up a touchdown on the first series of the second half. This is thrown to the flat, caught, and forced out of bounds to Scott.
And Chanel Scott getting a lot of targets tonight, 4 receptions, and is on pace for a pretty decent night.
2nd and 3. They will hand it off, trying to bounce to the edge. He will, and he gets enough for the first down as William Avery.
And William Avery using the speed, setting onto the edge, cuts up field and picks up a nice first down.
2 tight ends to the top of the screen for Syracuse. They will run that direction. Avery following those big tight ends, making a man miss and gets another first down.
And William Avery might have to buy his tight ends dinner after this game, and he got to give him credit for all of the blocking, getting him a nice run.
1st and 10. For the Orange, they are driving once again, already in field goal range. Screen pass incoming. They got him on a blitz. And oh my goodness, Norris with a great cut picks up another first down.
And Owen Norris hasn't been seen much this game besides on special teams with a great return earlier. Gets his first reception on the night, and it's a crucial one.
They've been in the red zone once before. They threw an interception. 1st and 10. Syracuse will hand it off to Avery. Following some blockers again, gets 4.
And positive yards and driving down the field. This looks like a new look Orange offense here in the third.
Absolutely it is. Yeah, they're coming out with a ton of fight here in the trenches. 2nd and 6. Matthews calls an audible. He will pass here. One-step drop and floats it out of the back of the end zone.
It was a smart call. Didn't see anything open. Trying to look for a target in the end zone. And with only 9 yards of room to try and throw it, it was a good throwaway.
3rd and 6. Man in motion from left to the right. They will throw once again. Looking to the end zone. Floated, and it is nearly intercepted. A great defense there. Bend, don't break. And I imagine we'll see the field goal. Yes, we will. This is Bradley Abrams, his first attempt of the night.
And inside the dome, no weather, so it looks like a little bit of a chip shot.
Yeah, that is pretty much a chip shot, and it is up and good. About a 26-yarder or so as that goes through the uprights, and Syracuse makes it a 13-point game. So now you no longer need to go for 2, Colton. If you can get another stop, just get the touchdown and get the PAT.
And a touchdown is all you need for the Orange to really make this a interesting ball game. And they're playing lights out in the third quarter on defense. Haven't allowed no points, really any success on the back end from against this Notre Dame passing attack. Notre Dame's got to find a way to just make simple throws and make it easy for their quarterback.
3 receivers to the top, a tight end to the bottom. They will run with McFadden. He bounces off the tacklers, runs over a defender, and fights for 9.
He absolutely demolished that defender, just laid him out, kind of reverse psychology with a Shadow Realm truck stick, and making a nice play.
Pistol set here. Belov. 2 tight ends, 1 in motion. That's Jackson. They will throw. They find their Jackson on the flat, and for a first down spin move, gets 7.
And Kyrie Jackson getting his second catch tonight. So like you said, outside in the flat. Defense was kind of played far back, limiting the deep threat, and allowed Jackson to be wide open and get the first.
1st and 10. They will hand it off to McFadden again, runs into the defender, but still gets 4.
And great blocking up front between the guards and the center, allowing McFadden to get a nice gain of 4.
2nd and 6 from the midfield logo. Notre Dame will pass here. Looking down the field, throws it, floats it over the middle. It is caught by the receiver, Jameer Holmes.
Jameer Holmes right in between the coverages behind the linebackers in front of the safeties. Belov absolutely read the coverage perfectly and fits that one in nice.
Excellent throw right there. Like you said, Colton, fitting it in the window. Sets up this crucial first down for Notre Dame. They are inside field goal range already. Will be about a 48-yarder. They will roll out to the right here. Throws deep down the field. Wide open, and it is caught. Diving reception for Dalton Scott.
And Notre Dame's going window shopping here tonight. Great passes all around from Belov, and a nice catch into the end zone. And Notre Dame will get their first touchdown of the third quarter.
The freshman had a costly drop earlier in the ball game. It definitely makes up for it there with the diving touchdown. And Syracuse had all the momentum. I think Notre Dame just yoinked it right back with a 20-point lead again.
And they yoinked the momentum away from the Orange, and pending a good turn, which Owen Norris gets a decent return. All the pressure's on Syracuse again.
Absolutely it is. You're right. Second half stats pretty even so far. Obviously the impressive 31 points for Notre Dame in the first half gave them the edge. 20-point lead here again. Syracuse looking to put a touchdown on the board, cut into that lead. Blitz comes, picked up at the last second. This is floated over the middle for a long catch by Josiah Baker.
And Matthews has been throwing nice over-the-shoulder throws all night long. 30 yards away from 300 on the night. And you got to give credit to the receivers. They're running great routes.
Tyler Williams was right in the face of J.K. Matthews, but the halfback picked up the block at the last second, sets up 1st and 10, 2 receivers and 2 tight ends to the top. They will run that way. Avery wide open, tons of grass to work with. It's 15.
A nice way from the O-line and the tight end, setting the right edge, and allows Avery to get a nice gain, cutting up right up against the sideline.
They have had a ton of success running behind the 2 tight ends, especially on the right side of the formation. We'll keep an eye on that. 1st and 10, option play. They do not get the pitch off. Excellent defense by Watson.
Excellent defense from the corner. Watson comes up, has been all over, making a ton of crucial tackles, and didn't allow Matthews to pitch that one off to Avery.
It looked like Avery had a ton of room in front of him, but Matthews was just confused, couldn't get it out. Double tight ends to the top of the screen. Watch her run that way. They will run that way, and it is defended much better this time, only a gain of 2.
And great defense from Notre Dame. They've been kind of limiting with a lot of these plays on this drive from the Orange. 4 for 10 on 3rd down so far.
Draco Jones with a great tackle. 3rd and 11. They will throw it deep down the field, and it is caught. Oh my goodness, a Mossing style catch as Ternell Scott gets Syracuse another touchdown.
How did Ternell Scott get a hold of that? I thought that was being kicked off out of the sky. Matthews faced that one in perfect window, and fell off trying to jump the route and gets beat.
Unbelievable play right there to get into the end zone. That was a very dangerous pass from Matthews, but got it there just in time. Scott with a great catch gets them a very crucial another touchdown on the board. It is back to a 13-point ball game here with about 10 and a half minutes left of CFSL action.
And tons of time left. Notre Dame still has their lead with about 1:25 and a great return from Watson. Notre Dame, kind of a little bit of pressure. Not all the momentum. It's kind of about 50-50.
Yeah, exactly. After they just scored a touchdown, it's kind of going back and forth. This is the offensive shootout that I was expecting at the beginning. Roll out to the right, throwing to the right, and that hits off a defender.
At David Perez in coverage, kind of forcing the ball to be, it looked like he was knocked off his helmet.
Yeah, that was a very strange one right there. Sets up 2nd and 10. They will quick pass on the wide receiver screen. It's sniffed immediately.
Yeah, defense is having none of the bubble screen. Notre Dame's called that a few times tonight. It's only had decent success.
Lawrence Lewis, David Perez is who they're going to give credit to on the tackle. Flew out to the edge. 3rd and 10, passing again, middle of the field. It's deflected away. What an unbelievable jump right there to knock it out of the air.
Aaron Dartez jumped at least 5 feet or so off the ground. It looked like he was being Superman out there.
It did. Colton, I think that was at least 10 feet in the air right there. I did not think that was going to be deflected away. If Andre Belloff just puts a little bit more air under that, he had a receiver wide open. And here's the dreaded clipping call. So Syracuse, with the chance to make it a 1-possession game, is unable to avoid the penalty.
That is going to be pushed back to their own 26. Not the way you want this drive to start out. Still got plenty of time left, but you got to find a way to get some points on this drive.
2 tight ends here in formation. Matthews, read option keeper. He tries to get past the defender. He cannot. Draco Jones cleans it up.
And Draco Jones, have yourself a night, my man. Has been making tackles when it matters. 8 on the night against a very talented J.K. Matthews.
Archer Fox got the initial hit. 2nd and 7. 3 tight ends in. They run to the top of the screen. Avery cuts back inside, gets 3, sets up a 3rd and short.
And it cuts right into the arms of Jackson Banda, who lays a huge hit.
This is a crucial 3rd down for the Notre Dame defense. If they can get off the field, it might put the momentum firmly in their corner. Syracuse with maybe the last play of the 3rd quarter. will throw here. Blitz comes, and it throws to the receiver. That is William Avery, who cannot get the first down. The defense converges, and that will be a punt, but that leads us to the end of the third quarter. You are watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports here on YouTube. Notre Dame with a 13-point lead. And welcome back, Tony Papel and Colton Powell in the broadcast booth with you. They're going to go for it, they say. 4th and 1, passing, blitz, and Happy Feet. He's going to throw it off the back foot, and it leads to a turnover on downs. He could have ran for it, Colton.
He had room in front. I don't know what the play calling was, what the decision making was from Matthews and the coaching staff, but that's not what you want to be doing, trying to chase points. There's still a whole quarter left to play.
Yeah, that was a very strange call right there. He saw Jackson Banda waiting for him, didn't want to risk it. Roll out to the left. Bella throws a strike down the field. It's caught on the comeback route by Griffin.
And that is a great play from Griffin on the comeback route, utilizing his feet, kind of chopping him up, turning back, and Bella throws a nice ball.
1st and 10 from just outside the red zone. Belov in the pistol. Will hand it off up the middle to McFadden. He is only able to get to the line of scrimmage.
And lucky to get to the line of scrimmage at that. Well, Michael Black coming up, making a great tackle, not allowing McFadden to get any room.
2-by-2 set. Belov will snap the football. 3-step drop, slant route. It is dropped at the last second. Good defense fighting that one out.
A great defense. Jaden Tamucci, haven't really called his name much tonight, getting his hands in there, forcing that ball free.
Another crucial 3rd down. 3rd and 10. Belov will pass. Off the back foot, fires it to the end zone. That is intercepted right at the goal line. Syracuse gets the momentum again.
And they get the momentum. Tamucci, 3 tackles and an interception, back-to-back plays, ran that route all the way, turns back to the ball, and picks that one off out of the sky.
Jet Griffin was the intended receiver, but as you said, Tamucci with fantastic coverage, that was never going to be open. 1st and 10 for Syracuse. They will hand it off here, trying to get some breathing room. William Avery gets 3.
And nice cut up to the middle. Avery, not a lot through the first half, has gotten a lot of those yards and carries in the second.
2nd and 7, 3 receivers to the bottom, a tight end to the top. Matthews calls an audible, and what will run the option, gets the pitch out late, and it is a vicious stiff arm, but forced out of bounds. Avery only gets 1.
And a lot of work to only get 1 yard. It's going to be a crucial 3rd down backed up against their own end zone.
3rd and 7, they'll pass over the middle. It is caught in stride for a first down by Houston Bagley.
And Bagley with another great catch, 5 receptions, over 128 yards on the night, and Matthews is over the century mark by quite a bit.
1st and 10, 2 tight ends in formation. They motion 1 to the bottom of the screen. They will run that way. They've done it all night. Great blocking on the edge gets Avery, still fighting, another 7.
And finally whistled down as Avery, like you said, they've ran that play and through that formation quite often, kind of with the tight ends on that back end, and it sets up the edge perfectly.
2nd and 3, 7 minutes left. Another read option keeper here this time. Gets a first down, does Matthews.
And a very crucial first down made. A nice read on the option. Jackson Bando comes up with the clearing hit.
1st and 10, only 2 down linemen for Notre Dame. They will run once again up the middle, dragged down from behind is Olin Norris.
And only his first rush of the night. It's very surprising with how well he's done before this game.
He has 1 reception, 1 special team, or 2 special teams returns, and now 1 carry. Read option keeper here again. Smart read there by Matthews. He's still fighting for another 7.
And Sasha Belov and company trying to rip the ball free and force a turnover, but Matthews, nice, great, strong arms, and gets it 3rd and 1, very easy.
3rd and 1 here. Looking down the field, throws it over the middle. It's caught again by the receiver, wide open down the football field.
Connor Martin getting his first catch of the night, the backup tight end, making a name for himself.
His third reception on the season for the senior. 1st and 10. Syracuse driving, handoff, gets to the edge with some space is Avery, another first down.
And Avery, nice cut. He's been having a great ball carrier vision, seeing the field very perfectly.
1st and 10 for the Syracuse Orange. 2 tight ends. No motion this time. They follow the run to the bottom of the screen again. Defense does a better job, but he still fights forward and spins. That's Norris for 8.
And that's why you give Norris those extra carries, helping out in place of Avery, and he makes it up, gets a nice 8-yard gain.
Motion, 2 tight ends to the top of the screen. They follow it up the middle is Norris again for a first down.
And as we mentioned before, he didn't have a lot of carries or even targets getting into this game. So far in this 4th quarter, he's been made a name for himself.
5 minutes left here in this football game. Tons of runs, but the clock is starting to run down. Norris with another run for 9.
And tries to dive for the first down. His knees were down just short of the first down line. Jacoby Watson comes up with a nice hit.
2nd and 1. 3 receivers to the bottom, a tight end to the top. They will run the read option. Matthews tries to make a man miss, but he does get the first down.
He gets the first down, but had room to just go through into the end zone. Was running a little bit more towards the outside, cuts back in, and it'll be 1st and goal.
Brian Singletary, the open field tackle. 1st and goal, audible called. They will run the option. They get the pitch out. It's behind it, but he still gets it. This is a rushing touchdown for a walk-on.
And walk-on Thursday, Ryan Ellis gets them back in within 1 score with about halfway left of the 4th quarter to go. And Notre Dame's offense and their whole team, the pressure's on.
Very strange to use the walk-on in that situation. It seems like both Avery and Norris are tired from running the football this drive, but they had so much success with it, Colton. Why would you go away from it? A crucial touchdown there makes it a 6-point football game here. Notre Dame, with the touchdown, likely ends it. Syracuse needs to get off the football field at a huge hit there to start the momentum for the defense.
If Notre Dame can get in, score a touchdown, it's going to make it very difficult for the Orange to try and get back in.
Roll out to the right, fires it down the football field, wide open on the corner route is Zach Bennett.
And Zach Bennett, 9 receptions, 98 yards, too shy of 100 on the night. A nice little deep out route from the receiver and gets nice and stride and picks up the first.
Put the foot in the ground, and the outside receiver ran a go route, which opened up all of that space on the edge near midfield already. 1st and 10. Belov will roll to the right again. Has some more time, throws it to the right, and it is caught by Dalton Scott for 9.
And Dalton Scott making a name, having a fantastic game, has a touchdown, and give credit to Belov having himself a night as well.
Reed, a triple option look here this time. Still might have pitched it super late, but he does get the first down.
And had a man on the outside ready to get the pitch off with room in front. Belov was just going to take it himself and pick up the first.
Smart to keep the clock running here as well. Handoff McFadden to the edge. He gets it. Great pancake block as well as he picks up 13.
And McFadden having himself a night, 76 yards, over 5 yards per carry, which is a very great and over average.
1st and 10 for Notre Dame. They are driving. They will throw here, though. Middle of the field, caught for another first down by Dalton Scott.
Yeah, and they're just taking a lot of the clock away, keeping in between the hash marks and making it difficult to just for Syracuse to have a lot of time left if they get the ball back.
Official Hooper, it was 31-7 at the half. No longer the case. McFadden fights forward for a first down, or excuse me, not a first down. On first down, he gets 6.
And over on Twitch, UNC is going to kill the clock and get out of East Lansing with a 29-24 victory over Michigan State. And that was a great game over there.
A near upset instead. 2nd and 4 here as they have started to run off the clock. They will snap it with 2 seconds left on the play clock here. A touchdown. They might not want a touchdown, actually. They might just want to get the first down and make them use their timeouts. They will pass here and throw it all the way across the formation, and that's exactly what they do, just the first down.
At just the first down, you don't need a touchdown to secure the win. Just keep it inside, in bounds, keep the clock running.
If you're Syracuse, you probably should have let him into the end zone. Audible called here, 1st and goal. Belov will let the clock run even more, again, all the way down to 2 seconds left.
And just kind of running the clock out.
Yeah, Colton, this has been a fantastic performance so far tonight. Great first half from Notre Dame. Excellent comeback from Syracuse, but still 2 minutes left.
And
Belov
2 minutes left.
Will run the option, and he gets into the end zone. That's maybe not what they wanted to do, but they get a touchdown and will go up 2 possessions.
And still getting the touchdown puts a lot of pressure. They milked a lot of clock off, allowing Syracuse. Oh, they're going to go for 2.
They will go for 2 to try and make it a 14-point game. It's only 12 right now. So they bring their tight end Brown in motion. Belov from the pistol will throw it. He has his man over the middle, and it is dropped. Not caught. He threw it into traffic, and he couldn't quite hang on.
Yeah, just forcing hit free. Not what you want to see, but still you're up 12 points. Only 2 minutes left. Syracuse does have 3 timeouts, but they got to go score quick and get the 2-point.
It was in Jet Griffin's hands, but the linebacker came across and made the hit to force it out. Syracuse down 12 with just under 2 minutes left. All 3 timeouts. They've got to score in a hurry.
Yeah, you can't run the football, which has been their main style of play throughout the season. They got to throw it downfield.
Yeah, Silent Ninja, the AD of Syracuse, pointing out they have not really been able to score quick, but they will have to here. You cannot let a minute off the clock. They might score real quick here for a deep strike down the field to Bagley.
What was the defense looking for? You just got to stop the deep pass and let Syracuse just throw the short, simple throws and let the clock tick. If you just allow these deep throws, they will get into the end zone, and not a great coverage there from the defense.
No, Watson just got burnt at the line, and the speed from Bagley gets him to 168 receiving yards so far tonight. Got out of bounds as well, which stopped the clock. They will throw. 1st and 10, all the way across the football field. Not a smart throw, but no timeout yet either.
And no timeout, keeping them in bounds. And it was better defense from Notre Dame.
2nd and 5. They will throw once again. Lot of time now, forced to get rid of it, and he goes up the sideline on a wheel route for Bagley again.
Bagley, 2 catches on this drive with huge implications, and the clock is now going to tick.
Yeah, still ticking right now. They will throw, tries to get to the edge, and he fights forward Creedon for 8 and gets out of bounds.
As getting out of bounds is the crucial part. They still have 3 timeouts. If they can get in the end zone, get the 2-point, they still have timeouts to try and get the ball back.
Well, only down 12. They don't necessarily need the 2-point conversion. Following the blockers, fighting for a first down is Olin Norris, but he's inches short.
At inches short, but they get the first. The clock will stop while they set up the chains, and now it's going to tick. They need to punch it in right here.
I'd imagine it will be a run play here with 2 tight ends in formation. I was wrong. They're throwing, and it is caught by the tight end Connor Martin for a touchdown on the quick out route. They will probably just kick the PAT here to be down 5. So a great drive for Syracuse. Very uncharacteristic to score that fast, and they used less than a minute, which is what they had to do.
Yeah, they're just going to kick the PAT, make it a very manageable score. They only need a touchdown to win it, and this has been a fantastic game. Great comeback efforts from Syracuse.
We will see what they decide to do. I imagine it's the onside kick, and they will. We saw one converted last night by Illinois. The kick is away, and it is recovered quickly by Notre Dame, so we will see 3 timeouts used quickly by Syracuse.
Yeah, 3 timeouts. They were very great time management from the Orange, conserving 3 timeouts, great play calling down the field, getting out of bounds when it mattered. They have to get a stop on 3 downs. They get a first down, game's over.
Yep, you're exactly right, Colton. The first down will end it. Heavy dose of McFadden incoming. They will snap the football. There is McFadden, tries to get to the edge. He cannot, and great swarming defense.
At defense coming in, and Syracuse will call their first timeout.
Under center this time, 2 tight ends to the top of the formation. They run up the middle with McFadden, who gets 3, and there's the second timeout.
At second timeout, do they pass it or just run it one more time and it's going to allow Syracuse to maybe get the ball back?
They will run it one more time, and he will be brought down short. I believe they're going to go for it. They're going to say game ends here if we get it. Oh my goodness, what a play call here for Notre Dame. 4th and 2, they will pass, and it is caught for a first down by Tom Brown. That will do it.
That will do it. Notre Dame taking the game into their own hands. They will end it, and Notre Dame will get their first win on the season.
Excellent job tonight. Victory formation, last play of the football game. Syracuse, they thought they probably had it. Instead, they brought the offense out on 4th down, caught them by surprise, and come away with a 5-point victory, Colton. What a game. Try and wrap this one up.
Yeah, a great game from both sides. Gotta give credit to Notre Dame's defense, playing the game of their life, game of the season for them, stopping the high rushing attack from Syracuse, not able to let that get going, and give credit to that man Beloff having himself a great game through the season.
I'd like to say thank you to our associate producer, Austin Crow, our executive producer, Mike Peters, and of course, my broadcast partner for tonight's action, the tremendous Colton Powell. And on behalf of the entire broadcast team, I am Tony Papel, and you've been watching the CFSL presented by PX1 Sports on YouTube. Two excellent games here tonight in the early round of action. 2 more to close out Week 5. West Virginia at Florida on Twitch, and LSU at Baylor on YouTube here in about 45 minutes. We will see you soon, everyone.